James.
How the heck is you,
Sarge's,
man?
Sarge's Onions. Nice to meet you, brother. How are you?
I'm so groovy, dude.
It's been a fantastic week, hasn't it? Especially if you love onions.
Yeah. You see, my back.
is that
Yeah.
is that your graphic design work or
Oh,
what?
yes, it is. Oh, yes, it's special. Yes, very special.
How you been, man? Good?
Brother, I live in gratitude. So every day is awesome, man. I live in absolute, and I say that, and I think people think it's some type of fucking performance or something, but I
Yeah.
literally, every day I wake up is I go to bed excited that tomorrow's gonna be so much better. It's just I live in gratitude, so that everything's good. I can't ever, life is good.
We've got a lot to talk about, so thanks for taking the time, mate.
Sure.
We'll start off with the hot question that people have been asking. You've answered this before,
All
but
right.
we'll say it anyway. Just your thoughts on the new Woods actor, and I'll just tell you guys, all the people watching now, we don't want to bash on this guy. He's a great
Never.
actor. He did a fine job,
Never.
but let's just get your take on what happened there.
Um, well, you know me. I'm an onion. And layers.
Please keep them rolling throughout this. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I got fucking. How does Shrek find his way into a Call of Duty game? I don't know. Look, here's the first and foremost, and I've said this from the beginning that I don't want I want this guy to be respected. What he did is a difficult thing. He
Mm,
worked hard. He fought hard to get a job. He did what was asked of him. Okay, so and I get I think you're on sure that somebody said something about him. So no, you can't say that. This guy, he did a good job. Now
mm,
I don't have enough information about anything to actually make any kind of evaluation that's
yeah.
quantifiable or verifiable. Um, and it goes back to the same point I've made for the last 6 months. It's a mystery to me. God bless him for he did it. He did what they asked him to do. He showed up. He did a professional job, and my hats off to the guy. And I'll never disrespect another actor, and I'll never criticize another actor's performance. All right, that's not for me to do. I just know the way I would have done it. I just know that no matter who it was, no one else could bring. I've been doing a guy for 11 years. I've
Yeah.
got the backstories. I have got literally volumes of research and detail, and I've written for the character. I wrote all of Wood's dialogue in Black Ops 4. I wrote most of it in Black Ops 2, and I mangled a lot of it in Black Ops 1. So I've been doing this guy and writing for him and in this universe, in this community for 11 years. So I bring something to it that's pretty hard to replicate. So again, I'm talking more about me than I am about him because I don't want anybody going after this guy. He did
No.
nothing wrong. He's not a villain. He's a hard, and from what I see him, he's a pretty decent guy. And I
Mm,
really would hate to think that people are taking my comments and my cavalier attitude and attacking him with it because I've never said anything but positive and constructive. And I would love to have him be on the show. I'd love for us to join forces. Imagine how much fun that'd be. He and I just fucking around as woods and woods. You know, I
yeah.
I hope I wish I get him on the show. Look, he's a drummer. I'm a guitar player, singer. We could do
Maybe
a
a song.
no, we'll do a start this band and go on tour at the USO. I mean, there's so many. He and I together are much greater than he and I separately because together, 1 + 1 would be like 30 in my book. So that's how I look at it. I want him as an ally, and I want Activision as an ally. Things I say are not to denigrate anybody, the writers,
No.
because I've written stuff, and Dave goes like, "That's fucking horrible." It's a fucking video game. It's entertainment. It is not gospel. It's not like we're deciding on COVID virus vaccinations. It's a fucking video game, man. We're playing. This is play. Let's have fun. I can't. I'll never take myself seriously. I just can't. It's a fucking video game. God bless it, but it's entertainment, man. So let's leave it at that. And I want to get the intensity and take down the level of whatever this importance is. Man, I'm an actor. I'm a fireplace army for a living. Please don't fucking listen to me. I'm a blithering fucking idiot most of the time. So, and as far as Damien Victor Allen or whatever his name is, I can't remember. It's hard to name it. He has a cool name, so I can't remember it. I'm very simple. Burns, James Burns. I'm like single syllables. But I wish him the best, and I would love to get to know him. I'd love to make him an ally, because that's all we got in this world. We cannot make enemies, man. Like, hey, say yes. How are you? What's your name? What can we do together? So does that answer your question at all? I hope it does.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It's very well put.
Were you just fucking?
I can't keep my eyes off your onions. I'm sorry.
You know what, man? There's litigation in that. Okay, you can't stand. You cannot stare. You cannot.
If you're exposing him like that, how can I not?
Because I'm exposing my onions. You feel you have the right to look at them.
Another scene, not the onion scene, the scene with the mannequin. I wanted to ask you, because there's just a couple of scenes. I don't think it's the actor. I think it's actually the writing, because that mannequin scene, although it was funny, I don't know if Woods, the character, would have said that. Well, do you know what I mean?
The way I present this, because of my proximity to the game, because of the freedom, this is why I have such gratitude towards Activision, Treyarch, is that they gave me such freedom to make modifications in the moment. My impulses would have been, for that scene, like to, just to move it forward, cut its head off. There, Mason, here's your date for Friday night. Hey, Mason, don't lose your head. There's 1,000 progressive lines I could have said in that moment, because it's all about moving it forward. And everything my Woods says is about irreverence. He's not trying to be a smartass. He's like making a point. Like, imagine Woods mannequin and just repeatedly stabbing it, and then like, that's fresh cotton. That's it. There's so many other possibilities there. And who knows, there might have been other things they did, but they chose that one. They could have done a dozen different things that were a little more in line with my Woods, but you don't know. They could have had 100 different readings for that line.
Does that typically happen? Do you get freedom to work around and try and improv?
Again, I was blessed. I was given the freedom to just run, man. Yeah. I went off the fucking reservation. I'm not fucking saying that. Kiss my ass. I'm not saying it. It's just, they gave me the freedom to do that. And then, fortunately for me, it worked. And then it snowballed where they just kind of, all right, well, here, go write your own shit then. You want to say ours? Go write, that's basically what happened, So that's, that freedom to do that's a gift. And again, I have nothing but gratitude towards Activision and Treyarch for allowing me the freedom to fucking do that, to take moments and make them my own, or build them from the notes and knowledge that I have about the character. That's rare, man. That's rare. Usually you get, okay, do it this way. And that's why I say too, is there's a lot of, like I saw some of your interview with Bruce on, and the guy's he's a craftsman. You know what I mean? He's talented, but more than that, he has a craft. And the craft is your ability to change and modify what you do by 10%. Can you make that a little more green? I've had that James, can you have a little more green in that? Fuck yeah, I got it. A little more green. I don't know what the fuck. I just say yeah, I do it anyway. For me, I don't have that. I'm pretty much a one-trick pony. So when I get direction, I go, oh, great fucking idea. Just do what I do anyways. And they think it's them. I don't care, because I'm playing what I want to play. Hey, can you take the volume down? Fucking yeah, sure. It's just, yes. But a guy like Bruce is so flexible. And the same thing with Nolan North and Troy Baker and Steve Blum. They have this capacity to just morph and change and become other other things, and that I admired that, So, but me, they kind of had to let me go because modification wasn't my thing at the time.
I think when they let you loose in Black Ops 2 and on, I think that's when you really hit your stride. But I got a really good message from JVB here. He says, "Thank you for this, gentleman. Mr. Burns, I adore your character. Did you draw from any real life inspiration for him? Has Woods always existed within you?"
Absolutely. Um, Probably one of the reasons why I got how I got is pretty well documented. It was basically an accident. Um, so I grew up next door to a guy who was a Green Beret. He's my fishing buddy. He's like maybe 8, 9 years older than I was. He went off to the war, came back. He was very different. But and while we were fishing, I was like 11. We were fishing at the river down by our house, and he would tell me stories. And I remember he come back, like it's April 1st. There's ice on the river, and he's walking through the river, basically with fatigue and combat boots on, and doesn't even flinch. He used to tell me stories. And he would smoke while fishing, and he'd be so like, yeah, fuck, And then every now and then something happened. He would like show a lot of it. And then the other thing was I studied a guy named John J. Plaster. He's got a bunch of books he wrote about SOG MAC-V. He was in the original team members when SOG MAC-V came. Woods is predominantly based on the research I did using John J. Plaster's books. One is called Inside the Secret Commandos of MAC-V SOG. He's got 3 or 4 books out. And a lot of Woods's irreverence came off of it felt real because that's the disposition that John Plaster had as a team member. And I learned all about, so I knew all about SOG MAC-V way before I got the gig. Plus I had weapon handling and stunt training, but so it was percolating. This is the perfect place for all that to come out. I've been studying this, and I do a lot of military roles anyways. So yep. I've been studying this for years, and then I was already in stride when this happened, and that's I think why I became so attractive to the guys were testing the game, because I had all this insight. The weapons are here, and this, so all these different things. So yeah, he was pretty much percolating before it came along.
I saw your audition tapes, I think it was, on your channel. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the Sarge's Onions or Sarge's Corner.
Sarge's Onions is just a temporary barrage into the world of memes, which is going to end very soon, I think.
Yeah, I can't go on for too long.
We'll talk about that soon. It's kind of fun, though.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun. The audition tapes, the intensity that you brought, I think was just undeniable. And that's why I just don't think anyone else can play Woods. Would you agree? Like, the intensity you've got to put into that role is the key element?
Yeah, I mean, I can't answer that question directly. Can someone else play Woods? Of course, anybody can play Woods. I'm just going to do it differently. I bring a level of authenticity to it that comes from the depth of my knowledge about the subject and my time playing the role. You know what I mean? I've been doing it for a decade, a fucking decade. So it brings, he and I have kind of become one. Like a lot of times it's hard to tell where I start, where he starts and I end. That's why I have 2 Twitter accounts, because I'm fucking schizophrenic.
Yeah, I was going to ask, why you have 2? Is that hard to manage?
Not at all. It's like I literally have 2 sets of brains when I do this. It's like, what will Woods say? And I put him out there, and then Burns has got, Woods, shut up, because I just, it's like being schizophrenic. I just come in and out of that character. So, and he's fun. I mean, come on, he's fun. He's so bombastic. Yeah. He's so irreverent, and he's that's, yeah.
Well. Did you get a chance to play Cold War or see how the story shapes up in that game? Yeah.
I got a thing up there. Woods is dead. You see a video where I played? Is Woods dead? Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I'm going to play some more. I'm actually going to, I got to be careful. I don't want to insult or embarrass Activision or Raven, actually, because again, I'm a friend of the franchise. I want them to be successful. But for me, it's like I just had this irreverence. Oh, it's just funny. I can do this here, and I really say, oh, hey, I would do this. So if I did a commentary, sometimes it's hard to keep my mind.
Yeah, hard to
Oh,
not
wait a
be
minute. No,
critical.
wait a minute. No,
Yeah.
no. Even with playing the Black Ops games, my games, I'll stop and say, "What the fuck are you doing, Woods?" I'll do a Woods comment on Woods, and that I've 3-4 gameplays in Black Ops 1, and they're funny because I just insult myself all the time. The stupid things. Woods, what the fuck are you doing? Look at me getting beat up over there. That's it's organic.
I feel like it'd be a good series for your channel, even if you don't play, someone else playing and you commentating over each cutscene, and
What I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing. I'm going to do a contest where we'll do something, and if you win, you send me 5 minutes of your best footage, and I'll do a commentary over your.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Put it on my channel. That's
yeah.
So that we're going to do that very soon. We'll probably launch that initiative sometime this weekend.
I got to say, it's pretty awesome that you're on YouTube and doing these live streams and interacting with the community, because not many actors do that. I got to say, and is there a reason why you do it? Do you just love it? Do you just love interacting? Do you love content creation?
All the above.
Yeah.
All the above. Look at this community. I can't speak for other channels, but the people in my community are just fucking awesome. I mean, rarely do you see a troll, and when they do, it's like there's like white corpuscles everywhere, just fucking condemn. It's such a friendly channel. It's a kind channel, and the only person you really get to make fun of is me.
Yeah.
So, and I love that. I love being taking the brunt of the jokes, because like I am a joke. I'm a cartoon character basically. So, and that's all about the channel. There's a lot of generosity, a lot of participation, and I genuinely enjoy my interactions. I get to meet a guy like you. Come on. I would never meet a guy like you if I didn't.
Yeah, no. It's 100%.
And I don't say this to sound, pop culture or any bullshit like that, but I generally like meeting people. I really enjoy getting to know strangers. Like a stranger is just a friend I haven't met yet.
Yeah, I love how in the live streams you'll just get people into the chat, and no matter who they are, and you'll just shoot the shit with them for a few minutes.
Yeah,
it's
fun,
it's
right?
great.
Because every now and then you meet somebody who's like Lion Dog, the guy from New Jersey. He's a fucking riot, and I love him. I meet people who I really want to be friends with.
Yeah. Have you? I got a question here from John. He says, have you heard anything about revoicing the Woods? And it's I guess it is flattering for you to hear that, but again, we're not gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen, is it? Really?
Who knows? I have no idea. What I know about Activision is that they are under tremendous pressure from stockholders. They got to make money. It costs a lot of money, especially this year because of COVID and things are slower. This has got to make a profit. Because they have, I was a stockholder. I've tuned into the stockholder meetings, and they're freaking brutal. So everybody's under pressure. You know what I mean? So Activision's got to make this fight. And I believe if they think they can make some money off of bringing in a package with me doing it, I'm sure they will. If they believe it's in their best interest, I have no doubt they'll reach out. If they don't think it's that way, then they won't reach out. I'll reiterate, man, I have nothing but gratitude towards them, and I totally respect their right to decide who's in the game and who's not. They're successful. They've made good decisions. So I can't second guess anything. All I say is that, man, there's some shit in this story that I could have. I see.
Yeah.
I see all this connective tissue. Oh, we could have took that back to Black Ops 2. Oh, that's part of the Blackouts. There's all this connective tissue that would have been running while I'm doing these lines, and that would have gave again a very specific read to me. That would be my take on it, because I come in with all this other connective tissue, just waiting to find a way to connect up the story. And that's what I wish I could have done for the community too, because I know how much you guys enjoy this wacky shit I do. It's fun for me too, but I can tell by the response I get from even like the onion thing. that's such a contextual insider thing.
I know it is, isn't it?
Like my girlfriend watched it. She goes, "Why is that funny? That's not funny."
Well, that's what I said to Bruce just before. He had no idea what it even meant.
Yeah, it's like, why is that funny?
He was in the game.
Yeah, he's in the game. I mean, but if you have the context, it's some funny shit. I mean, I just
yeah.
The Onions. I can hardly keep it together. I'm doing it, man. It's
oh, you reading those lines, man. I lost it. So funny.
You did one this morning.
You can't peel me.
When they threw me the onions. Don't fucking throw the onions in. I extended with this bag with all kinds of shit to throw at me. Stop it! Don't. Oh fuck! There it comes, Give me the bag of onions. Here's the onions again.
So going back to Black Ops 1 and 2, a lot of you guys listening out there might not know that and watching that when you were doing the voiceover and the acting with as Woods with Mason, Sam Worthington, you didn't actually you only met Sam Worthington once, didn't you? That must be bizarre.
Well, yes and no. Remember, I didn't know it was going to be Sam Worthington. I worked primarily with two actors, a guy named Andrew Hawks and a guy named Jeremy Dunn. They're the utility guy. And Emerson Brooks, who played Bowman. I did like 60 or 70 days on Black Ops.
Yeah.
And those are the guys, I had relationships with those guys. And like Bruce shared with you, they actually do the scenes with you. They're actually using exchanging lines with you. So Sam came in and just kind of was having a relationship with me. I was having a relationship with the guy, with Andrew Hawks or the guy, or Emerson Brooks, the guy across from me. So we became, when you're working together, you become friends, and again, for me, what I do for a living, I play fucking Army and they pay me.
It is a bit like that, isn't it?
You know how much fun that is? When I go to work, it's the best thing. I love being an actor. I started late and I embrace every second I get on set. It's like I just breathe deep because it's what I love. I fucking love this. So it's pretty hard not to be joyful, not to be fully connected. So when Sam comes in or they're feeding off of that performance and they're having a relationship with that performance because they're hearing it all in their head. Like they're watching it or they're watching the video. So it's rare they come in and just have just throw out lines. Sometimes they do, but they get to talk to me, but I'm not there.
I just think it's so funny that such iconic characters like Woods and Mason and the two actors behind it barely shared the screen together, but it works so well. It's a testament to you guys, eh?
It's not uncommon though. That's
no, it's not.
Our business is to be genuine in false circumstances, in being truthful in imaginary circumstances. That's our whole gig. So that's the stride is to be authentic in every thought you have, every breath. Have it deliver something authentic. And if you do that, then the person who's listening or across from you will have something to work off. So that's the only thing you can do. Just be authentic. Is mean what you say what you mean, and then leave it up to the next moment. See what happens, because you never fucking know.
So why was Black Ops 3? Why did that go down a different path? Do you know the inside baseball behind that?
A little bit, but I am not. It is not for me to talk about it. I'm not part of it.
Yeah.
What I can say is that Dave Anthony was not part of it.
Yeah.
Who's my hero in all these things.
Hmm.
Other than that, it's not for me to comment on that.
No, that's fair enough. I got a question here. Black Ops 4, the wheelchair scene. Can you explain it? Some people are still don't know what went on there. I guess the best man to.
I can tell you what I think of this. I'm not gonna present myself as canon because I don't.
Yeah.
It's not my. But in my notes and in my conversations, and when I wrote a lot on that. I mean, I submitted a lot of content. I had a lot of alternative universes I was presenting to them, to Dave, In my mind, what it was is that, you know, can I tell you without fucking things up for them? Because I just want to make sure I don't say shit
Yeah,
that
you can't. Yeah, that's fine.
somebody goes on Reddit and says, James C. Burns says that, you know,
Yeah.
that Woods was a stripper in a former life.
It's canon now. Yeah.
Mason is a transvestite. I don't want that. Happens all the time. So,
Oh no. Yeah.
so basically, Blackout. We try to turn Blackout into a sort of tie the universe together, bring it all under one heading, and ostensibly, in my mind, what I thought was happening is that this whole journey, Blackouts 1 through 4, was part of the MK project that Savannah. So it's happening real time in 1971. And the real time was, I'm trying to deprogram my best friend, Mason. So that's why that little Easter egg, like the numbers. Just number. I was trying to crack a hole into his programming to find him and then pull him out. So and all these archetypes, they were part of this program too. And I was sort of like working with Savannah to round them up.
Did you work on those as well? The writing of those, or?
Oh yeah, I wrote most of those with Dave Anthony. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and we had a hand in that, sure. Yeah.
Black Ops 2, writing that. You said it was.
I wrote.
Well,
Woods
not
yeah. Like the scene with Nurse Batshit, where are my smokes? I wrote that scene. I wrote pretty much anything Woods says in Black Ops 2. I had a hand in writing. But let me predicate this. There are like 10 writers on this thing, and everybody contributed. I would change things or I come in. So it wasn't like some scenes I did create. Other scenes, okay, they would write it, and then I said, "Oh, let's Woodsify this." No, I'm not going to say that. I would do this. And let's backtrack here. So I was given the freedom to modify. So when I say write it, I was kind of revamping, revised, editing dialogue sometimes. So I don't want to take credit as I wrote. Like I wrote, I edited dialogue, and I wrote a lot of original dialogue, but I was a participant in the creation of dialogue. Yeah, I want to make sure
it's a collaborative process, isn't it?
Man, like I said, a lot of these lines are iconic because we did it 5 or 6 different ways, and I was pushed and nudged. Here, do it more angry, do the whatever. So it's very collaborative. And
was You Can't Kill Me on the script in the page on the page?
Kinda. We shot that scene twice for a couple. It was the very first scene I ever shot in Call of Duty, and we had a certain director there, and he didn't like me, and then he left, and then they brought in they started, so we had to do it a second time. So there's a little bit of a controversy there. There's a little bit of static, and so that scene changed quite a bit from the first time we did it to the second time we did it. But it was evolved script. We were working collaboratively at it, and then it was just an energetic, it's like we have several different takes of that. That's the one they chose.
Yeah. The chat's blowing up. They want you to say Menendez. Can you just shut him up?
Menendez. And that was a gift from the gods. That was just Kamar De La Reyes being a great actor, and it wasn't part of the script.
Really? Wow.
Not even close. Like we had finished saying, like, let's rock this, let's go kill this shit, And then I'm standing there, and Kamar's doing his thing, and Kamar is still like, he's so passionate, and he's got this, and I was just getting and he and I are friends. Like we're friends, and we fuck each other all the time. And so that was just me talking to Kamar. Like, come on, man.
Oh, really?
Stop fucking showing off. Like, stop fucking milking it. So I said, Menendez, get the fuck out of here, because I felt he was milking it, and he was brilliant. I mean, he's such a good actor.
He's the best villain in Call of Duty history, in my opinion.
No doubt. But that happened because that was the moment. And same with where Nurse Batshit, where are my smokes? I told the story the other day. That happened because we had a young in the scene. We had the scene had a young nurse in there, playing, and she was great. She was like a utility girl playing a bunch of scenes, and I'm a big fan of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and so I said, nurse rat shit, nurse bat shit, and so what happened was, and I said, you're like a couple of goddamn broads, work the shit in your own time. I need a smoke, and then I saw her standing over, watching, on the set, watching us. So I look over, there's batshit. Where are my smokes? I was talking to her. So it's just because I saw her there. She was like, she's standing there. There's batshit. Where are my smokes? So as an actual line, that's the beauty of being around live people. You just have these moments,
Oh, it's bad that now when you say that, I think of Nurse Batshit. Where are my onions?
There's batshit. Where are my onions? I'm expecting her to throw onions.
I got a question here. People, a lot of people are asking, would you come back and play Woods? We know the answer is yes, but...
Oh, fuck yeah. You kidding me? That's not a yeah. That's a fuck yeah. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's a given. What have you got coming up next, James? Are you in some more games? Are you in some more movies?
Yeah, I just finished mocap on a game I can't talk about.
Ooh. Next gen game?
Huh?
Next generation, like PS5, Xbox Series X?
I
can't even say that. No, all good.
Yeah, I can't say that.
How long are you working on that? Or you can't say that either?
I can't say anything about it. And then, Yakuza 7 came out and that.
That was great.
Yeah.
Loved that game.
I got a film that should be getting distribution, I'm hoping by Christmas, called 92.
Uh-huh.
We shot that in our house, 11 actors, 11 different countries, all in the same night. And we shot it, and it's a brilliant script. It's produced by Derby Entertainment.
All on the same night?
Yeah. Well, ostensibly, we shot on the same night.
Okay.
It was a really great experimental film. The script was brilliant. And we'll see. There's more about that. What else is going on? I shot a film this weekend. I have a couple personal projects that are.
You got a Christmas album coming out, don't you?
Oh God, I'm working on it. You got to get it finished. Yeah, I'm going to help from the community to write it. I'm going to have everybody send me their best 12 days of Christmas. I don't know if I should call it 12 days of Woods or 12 days of Cold War or 12 days of Black Ops. And the first day of Cold War, my true love gave to me a Woods in a bikini. Something like that. Maybe that, or maybe the first day of Black Ops, my Woods gave to me. A knife in a banyan tree. I don't know.
Surely there'll be an Onion song, no?
I guess there has to be. Well, I was thinking about doing Lennon's, look into a Woods onion. So that has crossed my mind.
You got to do that. You have to. That'll go viral.
Look into a Woods onion.
Actually, I'm gonna cut that out now and use that.
I think I'm gonna start working on that today. I'm gonna record that tonight. You
should.
I promised myself I would let the onion thing go, but that's too good an idea.
I got a question here from Nin. He said, "How big is your emotional connection to Woods?"
How big?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
Like your attachment to the character, was it hard to let see someone else playing him?
Not at all. Again, if you asked it means you have been watching the show. I live in gratitude, man. I loved that somebody else got to play the role. I was hoping they let someone create a whole new character. I was hoping they let somebody like, oh hey, Barry Sloan came in. He's brilliant. He was so much different than Billy Murray. Or the new Bonds, or the new, Batmans and Jokers. Put your stamp on it. And so I felt a little sad for the actor that, you know, one of two things. If he really is like that, great. But if they ask him to act like that, that's great too. He's doing a job. But the question goes back to the source. Like, well, if you want somebody to sound like me, or you're hiring somebody kind of really has a very similar vibe to me, then why didn't you have me? I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah, that's the weirdest part, I think.
That's the weird part. It can be no there can be no reflection on Damon at all.
No.
He did what he's asked to do, and quite frankly, there's a couple lines that he nailed it, you know.
Yep.
And that's kudos, dude. Kudos. It's a fun character. You know, it's fun. You know, emotional attachment, dude. I don't pine over this job. I don't have enough hours in the day to do what I need to do and move forward. Would I do them again? Yeah, I loved it, but I got a lot of shit going on. I don't
busy man.
I don't look backwards a whole lot. You know what I mean? Everything's like, what's happening next? What's next? What am I doing after this show right now? Oh, I want to write this song now. To sit there and kind of hold on to something that's in the past, that's not really what I do.
It's not proactive, is it?
Yeah, and plus I was a hockey coach, you know, well before I became an actor, and my biggest beef was pouting. Like if you go in, say when you miss a goal, miss a shot, and make a bad play, if you sit there and pout, I get pissed off because you're missing the next opportunity. You got a job to do. Oh, you got a back check. Hey, there's a rebound. If you're sitting there pissed off or whining about some shit, you're not moving forward. So that made me crazy. So I don't allow it in myself at all. So my emotional attachment is I fucking love Woods. Am I attached to the job? No. I mean, if it comes back, fucking great. If it doesn't, fucking great. You know, it's like, yeah, well, you know, I had this, I got this experience. I own it. Hey, move on to the next thing. There's no holding on to anything. It's so unhealthy for me.
Yeah. I will ask you to go back for this question. What was your last day on Black Ops 4 like?
Oh, it's heartbreaking. Greatest day of my life.
Yeah.
It was like me and Dave sat there. We had it was a final recording session to pick up some stuff for the what's it called? For the Specialist HQ. And it was our last session. We were down at Formosa Studios down in over in West Hollywood, Culver City, whatever. And they have a little patio outside. And they have like the best the best kitchen there. It's great. They had like you get iced teas and snacks. We both grabbed the beer, a couple and we sat there and we just kind of neither of us wanted to go home. Neither of us wanted the minute we go on, you go on to the next thing.
That's it. Over. Yeah.
And it's like everyone on a great vacation, and it's the last day to go swimming. It's the very last time you're ever gonna do this with somebody who you truly love. I mean, working with Dave and I when we work together,
you're really close, aren't you? Yeah.
It's like we had the same brain basically going on, and it's symbiotic. But if you were to watch us, you think we were just these two warring nations. Like I'll do a line, I go, who the fuck wrote this line? He goes, you did, you fucking and just I remember we had a couple times in a booth where people got upset between like, are you two okay? No, this is what we do.
This is normal. Yeah.
He goes, no, mate, it's not cutting it. No, not cutting it. Do it again. It sucked. That line sucked. What do you mean it sucked? So we had this ongoing, and that's why the work, and we just, together, it's like a dialectic. We would just kind of next thing you know, it got to such a level where you don't get to do that. You don't get to be around people who really get you or you get them. And just this trust and this, mission-oriented lifestyle. It was mission-oriented. Man. How fucking good can we make this? One line come out. How much can we get? And he would drive me. No. He goes, need more. Need more what? Because it's not my fucking job, mate. You're the actor. That's that kind of stuff. He just, fuck you. Because that's it right there. So.
Have you guys ever thought about creating a script and presenting it to anyone, like for a game or anything like that? Like trying to collaborate?
I'm limited as to what I can't speak for Dave Anthony for a lot of reasons. But Dave is Dave has been very supportive with me. I developed a universe called Tango Down, which is a derivative of my research for into Call of Duty, into the Vietnam era, and it's called Tango Down. It's a film we almost got financed a couple times when COVID happened, and then making movies hard.
Oh yeah.
Looking for money is hard, and to do a film that we had, it's like this was going to take a budget. There's special effects. There was we need to be on location. We're going to shoot down in Colombia, and then we had some issues with getting the money set up down in Colombia. So it's making movies. I will never disparage anybody who finishes any fucking movie ever. It is hard. Getting money to make a movie is hard. So, it's like people don't realize what it takes to get something done. It's a lot of work. It's like getting.
Oh yeah.
Movies take 10, 12 years to get finished sometimes because it's so hard to get it done.
We've got Raul Menendez in the chat who says
Menendez. Raul. The minute I heard, audition my ass. The minute I heard the fucking name, his voice, Raul fucking Menendez, asshole.
He says nice knees Woods. I don't know what that means.
Nice knee, because he shot my knees out.
Oh, of course. There you go. Going back to the movies and that, do you have any advice for any young voice actors or actors or anything that coming up? Again,
I can't claim the identity of a voice actor. I don't. I'm a craftsman there. I'm not great at it. I don't do a lot of other games. I have a certain skill set.
I think you're being humble a little bit there.
No, I'm being honest. I have been around these guys. And again, Dylan North and Troy, these fucking guys, they're good live action actors as well, but man, they're the NHL. I'm the American. I'm a guy that come up, I can play a few shifts. I can hang, so I'm not a voice actor. I don't pursue that. Like Bruce had a goddamn recording studio in his kitchen. That's a committed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Fucking committed. I have a portable studio that I use. So that's the difference. He's got one built in. I get a portable one. That's the differentiation. But to be, if you want to do something, I have two rules of success. Study the environment you're going into. It's not enough to go to acting classes, which you should be doing 4 hours a day. But you have to know the business. You have to know the history. Who's Buñuel? What is the movie Mona on Call? Why is The Godfather so good? What is, you got to know the people. You got to know who you are. And most of all, it's like, you got to know who the fuck you are. Who are you? How do you think? Don't worry about faking or imitating somebody else. Who are you? Figure out who you are first. Be authentic. And then possibilities. And that requires time. And the biggest failure I see with actors is they think, number one, we're rich. We're not. I'm a working class guy. I'm not a millionaire. I have a nice truck. I live in a nice house. I'm comfortable, but I am far from being rich. I've got to work I got to work to make a living.
You got to work to pay the bills. Yep.
Pay the bills. So you're not going to get rich quick. So that means you got to be smart. You got to have a way to make a living that allows you time to become what you need to become. It could take decades before you have an opportunity that works. You could walk in an audition and be the guy right away. But at some point, you're going to have to figure out who you are and what things mean to you, and that takes time. So have a way to make a living that's dignified.
And unfortunately, there is luck involved, isn't there? There is a lot of luck. So in some cases,
I put it this way. I liken it to getting hit by lightning. Now, you can do two things. You can wrap yourself in tinfoil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Run out in the field, or you can take bricks, start building a platform to get you closer up in the sky.
Yeah.
I say do both.
that.
I say do both, brick by brick. I've done thousands. When I started acting in 2005, basically, I was a hockey coach. I decided I'm going to change my life. I said, okay, what do I need to progress? I need practice. I need to get my skills up. I need to make mistakes so I know what I don't know. And the only way you do that is by getting in the game, man. You got to get your ass handed to you so you know where you got to improve. You can't ever be afraid of. You got to embrace failure as a success. Oh, I did it. Yeah, but I did it. You got to find your victory, even if you lose 100, by 100 points. I was in the game. This is one moment I had this. You look for the positive. You build on those are the little bricks. You build these little positive results. And you get enough of them going, you get positive thinking. You build, all of a sudden, you're closer and closer to that lightning strike. And you still, luck could happen. But waiting for luck to happen, you got to build it brick by brick by brick. And eventually, it's like hedging your bets,
Yeah. Quasm says, this guy is fucking class, which I agree. I think he's talking about me, James. No.
I know he is. Because the way I fucking talk, no one thinks I'm classy. They trust me. I'm a truck driver,
Someone said, are you a fan of Dan? Of course, James is a fan of the channel. You've seen the Onion video, haven't you, James?
I did. Danny, it was spectacular. It was spectacular. You know what? You know the reason I agreed to be on your show? Because you show respect. You put a link to my channel down there. I love it. I have, to me, it's actually so courtesy. Respect is different. To me, I will be courteous to everyone I meet because I want to make allies. Respect we have to earn. I have to earn you. You have to earn my respect. I have to earn yours. But you showed courtesy by putting a link in there and you shared the wealth. And I love collaboration. By you putting a link to my channel, going, oh, this guy's courteous. I want to reciprocate that for him now because you showed courtesy by, some people take my stuff and just use it and never mention, where they got it.
Yeah.
You did. You showed courtesy. That means you are definitely a classy guy. You're somebody I would like to get to know better. We should collaborate or something because I like the way you present yourself. And I also love the way that you protected Bruce from potentially awkward questions. And that to me, you're an insightful guy and you have a lot to offer. So I have mad respect for you, man. You've earned my respect.
You've earned my respect a long time ago. I think I was 12 when you earned my respect. We're back in Black Ops 1 or however old I was. Was that 2010?
No, hey, Danny, don't deflect this, all right? Because it's a big. you are.
I appreciate it, man.
You're a courteous man. You're a thoughtful man, and you've earned my respect by being that with me. And what I saw with Bruce, I thought you did a fantastic job of protecting him. And I think you're a man worthy of my attention. So thank you for that.
Hey, if we work together, as you can tell, you've gained a lot of subscribers. I have it. Well, it's good for everyone as long as everyone, plays by the rules and has fun with it.
Are much stronger than you and I separate. That's how I
exactly. What did you think of Adler's Bruce's performances? I thought he was fantastic.
Oh, I loved him. Oh my! Well, I was fucking envious. He's fucking.
He had a lot to do, didn't he?
He's like, I go, this fucking guy. Number one, I'm thinking financially, man. He made some money. He put some time in, like he said. I remember with Black Ops 1, I got 70 days. That paid my rent. That was big. Yeah. They like these. You had a regular job for almost a year and a half. Amazing, and I'm glad to see that. And I go, man, it's got every goddamn page, And again, I know Bruce from way back in New York.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're not really in contact. We both know Jennifer Coolidge is a friend of mine as well, so I know that. But I knew Bruce. We had when I was playing hockey, right?
Yeah.
I was in New York, kind of messing around. I met this model. She's in a modeling, so I kind of was sniffing around because when you're 23 years old and you hang around a model, yeah. And I walked into her interview, and this booker, he took an interest in me, and another booker, she was handling Bruce, and Bruce is tall. handsome. He's tall.
Yeah.
I'm short and like wide, tall, and he's lean and close hung. And he really was, that. And me, I'm just, I'm a wannabe in that area. So I saw the writing on the wall. Went back to hockey right away. But he and I, we crossed paths for a little bit in New York. We kind of had I think we had a dinner with the agency once or twice. We never said, we never really had much contact. We did cross paths. I distinctly remember him because he was really impressive. He still is, but I mean, fuck, that's my position. You're not gonna work as a model. Too short.
Hey, don't be too harsh on yourself, hey.
No, it's not harsh. It's reality. It's just it's the reality of it. I don't look at. As a professional athlete and coach, I can't take myself seriously. I just can't. Like I've never had a real job. I had a job as a hockey player, hockey coach, or an actor. I've never had a real job, really.
Yeah. Well, I'll take this as a compliment, but when I saw that you were 60, I couldn't believe it. So you're doing something right.
60, dude. I'll be 62 in February.
Wow.
I'll be 62.
What's your secret?
I don't drink or smoke.
Oh, nice. Just yeah, exactly.
I don't smoke it. I just kind of draw on. You know what it is, man? I don't eat a lot of food.
You don't eat a lot of food?
Yeah, it's notorious. I'll go up with my girlfriend and her kids, like, you don't eat anything. I don't, I don't, I feel better when I don't eat that much. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't eat crap?
I don't eat other food. And I don't eat crap and I don't drink.
Yeah. Toastwit says, honestly, Woods is probably one of the people I look up to. He should be an inspirational speaker.
I am. I do that. I've done that.
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, wow.
I've been invited to places to do that. I've done a lot.
Do you like it?
Oh, I love it. One of the main features, and Dave and I talk about this at length, of Woods, when I started working on Woods, I had a lot of requirements for Woods. One is that, remember, as a coach, I used to really try to reinforce as opposed to negate. Like, Woods will never shame you. They'll never be like, you fucking asshole. No, like, hey, you fucking asshole, you can do this. It's always in your front. He's a maximum tough love. You can fucking do this, man. He wants you to be good. I believe in you. I believe in you. I got your fucking back. I'll fucking do it. And that's what I wanted to instill. He is, he's the consummate teammate. He's the consummate coach. He's the guy that's got your back. He will be there. I'm not going to do it for you, but God damn it, I'll stand here and watch you do it. I'll witness. He's that support. So that's something I believe in strongly in my life, in my daily life, and it just bleeds over from when I was a hockey coach. I like supporting people. I like watching people grow, and quite frankly, I've walked over the coals a few times myself, so I see when somebody's struggling with something. Oh, it's like you're so close to being out of this shit. Let me help you out a little bit. Let me give you a little push. Here's a couple words to think about, and we built that into the Woods character. Even his behavior, like, no, it was you. It was always you in the box. And he says, don't worry, I got you. That's the end. And even when there's a throwback to the scene when Woods ostensibly, goes out the window and says, Mason, I got you. You're okay. That's the whole demeanor. I got you, man. You're all right.
He's got your back. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. A couple more questions here, if that's all right, James. Really appreciate your time.
We have another. I got to be done in 35 minutes. So you got me if you want me for a while.
Oh, no worries. Thanks so much, mate. James asks, what does your girlfriend think of your community and what you've built?
Oh, it makes her crazy. She has no concept of what I do. It's like she's, oh my God.
Same as mine.
What's wrong with you? What is? She's a very successful. She has a couple of ladies retail outlets, and I'm a fairly skilled carpenter, and I'm and I'm good with I do design work with steam pipe for retail installations for displays, and I do that for her. Like I work with her.
Oh, wow.
We have a great relationship. So she sees me as, we've known each other for 30 years, and she sees me, and she knew me as a hockey coach back in the day. And so now this is all like, I'm not quite sure what's like. She has to leave the house when I do these interviews. It makes her crazy.
Really?
Not that it's demeaning. She just doesn't understand it. It doesn't understand the appeal. I go, yeah, you're not a 24-year-old boy. Of course you're not gonna. But the one that was really funny was my mom. Oh my God.
Oh.
My mother. Again, I said the story about. I'll tell your team. So years ago, Black Ops 2 had just come out, and my mom had no clue what it was. And she was at some Thanksgiving thing, and I get a call. And it goes like this. I go, "Hey, Mom." She goes, "Jim, what's that pinball game you play? With the cartoons?" I go, "What?" "No, the pinball game that you play all the time. The cartoons and the pinball game that you do." I go, "What the fuck? Wait a minute, you talking about the video game?" "Yeah, the pinball game." Yeah, that's when the pinball. Well, your cousin Ronnie wants to talk to you about that. I said, "Oh, fucking Mom." That's and this game basically bought her a new car, right? So it's like, Mom, that's so.
Yeah.
That's my world. Nobody understands it. Nobody gets it. No one gets it.
Oh, that's hilarious. I got a question here about Woods again. Does Woods like Hudson? Is a question I'm getting a lot here.
Well, okay. What can I say about this? Again, this is not canon.
Canon. This is your opinion.
This is my backstory. This is what I built. I have, like I said, I've got volumes of written material that I kind of developed for the character. I really love doing research.
And that's awesome that you did that as well, because not many actors put that much time in.
I have. Well, again, it's cumulative too. And I also wanted to present them with a possible video game idea as well. But in my mind, Woods and Hudson go back to Korea together, and Hudson kind of recruited him. But Hudson was not a grunt. Woods is a grunt. He's a fucking Marine. Hudson was not. And so Hudson, and he's trying to get. And Woods has a certain idea how he wants to run an operation that they had together. And Hudson said, no, let it play out. Let it play out. He says, no, we're going to fucking stop. He says, no, you got to let it play out. And he kind of betrayed him in a situation in that interim between Korea and Vietnam. They're down probably at the School of the Americas. Are you familiar with that?
No, what's that?
Again, this is this is a real place. It's in Panama. And so that's where they met, and that's when the kind of.
Okay.
So in my story, he's just pissed off because he fucking he fucked me over. Like, yeah, right. Like I didn't want to. So in that scene when I first meet him, the motivation, he goes, "Mason, Woods look like hammered onions. Onions don't count for shit in the jungle. This is soup, baby." And then he goes, "This is Jason Hudson," and I go, "Right. Yeah, I fucking know you. I remember you asshole. I was, that's that whole line there. Like, he knows Hudson. He doesn't be introduced. He doesn't want Mason to know that he knows Hudson. So that was my entire subtext for that line. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah, okay. Lupulado says, how old is Woods supposed to be?
Fuck it, I know. I mean, he ages what from possibly from 34, 35 to 135 maybe.
Yeah, exactly. It's a tough one to say.
Yeah, I mean, that's why when Black Ops 4, we kind of try to make the future as part of a psychosis that was in
yeah.
And again, this is not canon. This is what I believe and what I use as my.
Don't go posting this on Reddit, guys. This is opinions.
This is my backstory that I use for the character. Now, is it true? Who the fuck knows? But for me, it's when I did this, that's what I was thinking when I was doing these lines.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cooper says, just let James know that we're grateful that he's been a part of our childhood and the fact that he wasn't invited back is a shame. So that was Cooper.
Well,
I'm
Cooper,
getting a lot of those comments.
everybody, let me tell you, this is my opinion. I am so grateful that you got from the character what I wanted you to get. And that just tells me that you are just some fucking great guys and some badasses, because you don't know something in someone else unless you know it about yourself. So it's an honor that you guys were openly receiving my character the way you did. And that means you're openly receiving me. And I am humbled and I'm honored by the fact that you keep reminding me of that. So thank you. Because without you guys, I don't fucking exist. You know?
Yeah. No, that's great to hear. Couple more questions, James, before I let you go. What are your thoughts on this from General Grievous? What are your thoughts on the other Call of Duty series?
Modern Warfare?
So Modern Warfare and Infinity War.
If things, I don't think about things that aren't relevant to myself or to what I'm doing. I can't, I'm not part of that series. I've crossed paths with Billy. I know Billy Murray because we did some panels together, but I wouldn't know any of the players. You know, I know Soap McTavish, I know, but I don't know anything about it. I couldn't tell you a storyline. It's not part of my purview.
Yeah.
That's not.
And let's be honest, there's been a lot of Call of Duties over the years.
Yeah. I don't have the bandwidth, man. I don't have the bandwidth to know all this stuff. I don't have it. I have limited amount of bandwidth every day, and I kind of parse it out.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting a lot of people asking what your thoughts on the evil ending of Cold War. So I'm guessing what they mean is when you get shot in the face. Well, Woods gets shot in the face anyway.
I'll tell you, but I got to predicate this, right?
Yeah.
This is my opinion. I am not insulting anybody. I am not not discrediting any writers, actors, producers, or anybody who's associated with it.
Do not take this out of context like that article we saw the other day.
Here's in my mind when I'm watching it, you know, with my relationship to the characters, like if I see Mason get shot, this is the moment where, okay, remember when Woods lost his shit, Josefina, you know, when with Menendez with the grenades, he lost his shit. Of course I lost my shit. Who the fuck, you know? This is the other moment he does that. Woods is cold, he's calculating, he's a wolf. He doesn't bark before he attacks. He's smoldering and intense. He's a warrior. But when he sees Mason go down, that's when he just goes apeshit. He's just throwing grenades. He's coming at whoever killed him.
He would go crazy. Yeah. That's what I thought.
And that's when he becomes vulnerable because he's not taking care. It's his first survival mechanism is I got to take care of myself so I can take care of them. I got to survive so I can take care of everybody around me. So his survival is about taking care of the team. He's like a wolf pack, right? And so when he stops caring about his own survival, it endangers everyone around him. And at that point in time, he stopped caring about it. He wanted revenge. And that's why he dies. And so that would have been the moment for him just to fucking lose his shit. And again, I would have asked me, just let me take the fucking, just empty the fucking clip and charge him. Because that to me makes sense for his demise.
I didn't think of that, but now that you mentioned that, that was definitely missing. That ending just didn't have that raw emotion that you would have expected from a scene like that, you know?
But again, I'm not discrediting writers. I'm just saying because of my relationship to the story, to the franchise, the character, that's what came to me right away. Oh my God, this is a much bigger moment than this. This is fucking huge. This is the epic ending of this character. And he ends by, you know, the one thing you would expect, he lost his shit. And again, that ties into Black Ops 2. That's a reference to Black Ops 2 as well. He lost his shit. And it's only the second time it happens to him. And so that's where I went with the storyline. I would have done this. You know, and there's a couple other things I saw. Again, no discredit to the other actor or the writers or anybody, Raven. Like, here's what I thought. Here's what I would have thought to have done. Again, what they did was the works, you know. But, I could have done this. I could have done that. I could have had a V8.
James, it's been a pleasure to have you, mate.
Thanks for having me.
If all the guys, everyone listening, make sure you do head over to the Sarge's Corner, subscribe, and Twitter. You got 2 Twitters: Frank Woods Sargent and James C. Burns.
and the cameos, and we got
Cameos, yep.
we got Sarge's Onions T-shirts available right now.
Oh, please, I need one of those shirts
It's
ASAP.
Sarge's. I have copies. It says Sarge's Onions.
I'll promote it for you for free.
You can't feel me. And
are you actually doing it? Or
it's up. It's available.
it's available.
It's available now. I put.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll send you. I can send you a link. Yeah, it's at. It says just type in teespring.com Sarge's Onions T-shirts. They come off. You have colors and girls and guys. It's Sarge's Onions T-shirts, and it's up.
That's awesome.
It's only $15, so they're not expensive at all.
Oh, beautiful. That's only 100 Australian dollars with conversion. No. So what do you got on for the rest of the day? Busy?
I'm gonna write that song. Woods Onion.
Yeah.
Onion. Look into a woods onion. I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna shake. I got like 10 cameos to shoot, but I'm gonna do those, and then I'm gonna knock out the Woods Onion song.
I was gonna say, how many cameos do you get a day? You get quite a few coming through, wouldn't you?
It varies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I don't charge. It's like $25. I don't charge much, so they take about half of it. So it's like.
Oh no, do they? I thought it was like 5%.
They take like there's they take 25%. And then I got to pay tax on it. So I make about $10 per cameo. So it's gas money. It's gas money.
Yeah.
But it's fun as fuck, man. I really I get some of the greatest opportunities to mentor people. I got people say, hey, how do I go? I love that shit. I love when I love that there's a character out there that has so much, that people have such a connection to, that they're willing to hear things from him that they can't hear from their coaches or their parents or their friends, but they can hear it from Woods. And I take that as a responsibility that I cherish that. And so when people I probably half my cameos are about motivation or how to get over a bad situation. Girl broke up, boy did this, school's hard, the COVID's fucking with me. So I love just talking about that. Hey, and we're going to have a channel on my YouTube. It's called Woods Sarge's Boot Camp, where it's a mentor channel. We're going to set that up hopefully by the weekend. I got that up after shooting.
Do you have help with the YouTube, or is it all a solo show?
It's a solo. It's a solo shit show. I mean, it's funny. I'll get on my live stream and things just go down and shut down all the time. Oh, hit the wrong fucking button. Sorry about that. So you have a really nice overlay in yours. I don't know.
Hey, I'm happy to help you out if you need any help.
I would love help. Are you kidding me? I would love some. Because
just message me and I'll help you out, man. No worries.
About this stuff.
Yeah. Well, before I let you go, can we get a few onion lines to finish off the interview, or what? You're probably sick of it, but
no. I heard because I was gonna do the one-off, right? And then I started seeing in the
I know
all these great one-line, and I'm not doing it to embarrass Raven. I'm doing it because the fans are sending.
It's just fun.
I hope no one thinks I'm trying to embarrass. There's a Charlie.
It's literally just a bit of fun.
Charlie Intel had this thing like, James C. Burns mocks.
Yeah, that was clickbait, wasn't it? Yeah, crap.
I didn't do that. I'm not. It's funny. And these are all fan oriented. The fans wrote all these. I'm just kind of reading them off.
But you know why they're doing that, for clicks.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't want. Again, I don't want to discredit Damien. I definitely don't want to discredit Activision or Treyarch or Raven, because I know how hard this is, and I know what it takes to do this. Obviously, so I have too much respect for what they're doing to ever discredit them. And that's very important. And a lot of my stuff's been taken out of context. That's why I keep reiterating it before. All I'm saying is here's what I would have done, and this would have been fun. And the fucking onions is just it's too much fun not to fuck with onions. Oh, that's gonna be bad. That'll be bad. That's gonna be bad. That's really a bad idea. Let's see. Her room today was really good. No, you can't feel me. I can't think of. Give me some. Give me a couple. Give me 5. Tell you guys, give me 5.
Come on, guys. Give us some lines here. Everyone's saying you can't peel me.
You can't kill me.
Nurse Batshit.
There's batshit. Where are my onions?
I love that one. Okay. What about Harper?
What is that?
Got you now, you son of an onion.
Got you now, you son of an onion.
Safety's on. Onion's on. Oh, I've heard that one before. Nah, pleasure having you on, mate. We'll definitely chat off air, and I'll help you out. And yeah, just really appreciate your time, guys. Once again, make sure you subscribe to this man. He is a legend.
Hey, Danny, again, I think you're special. What you do is special. I hope I can be part of you moving forward. So please, anytime, reach out, man. I think what you're doing is really special. You're goddamn good at this. So kudos.
I appreciate that, man.
Proud to be here.
Appreciate that a lot.
Right.
Have a good day, and we'll speak soon, mate.
All
Take
right.
care.
Onions out.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
All right, buddy.